Hi, Jake with Action for Liberty. I want to introduce you to Jesse Smith. Jesse is our America First guy. He loves Donald Trump. How you doing, Jesse?
Oh, it's good to be here. Thanks for having me, Jake. Good to talk with you.
Absolutely, man. I mean, we work together, so it's not like I'm having you here. You're just right down the hallway.
That's right. I'm always here, but good to talk with you face to face and in front of the cameras for the world to see.
How many? Let's start with this. How many red hats like that do you have? Because I said, Jesse, we're gonna go on air. Bring your red hat in. And what did you say to me?
I said, which one?
Which one?
I got 5 or 10. I got so many hats. I'm a big fan of Donald Trump. I think that he shook up the establishment in a way that no other politician could, and it wasn't necessarily anything that he did. It was simply who he was that made him that great.
I mean, did you like Donald Trump from his time in Hollywood, movies, TV, up until presidency, or was it like once he became president, you started liking this guy? How far does fanship go?
You know, I was a fan of Donald Trump even during The Apprentice and The Celebrity Apprentice. That was a show I always watched growing up. It was something. It's a show where you can actually learn some business savviness, and I was a fan of him there. I was skeptical of him when he was running for president. I thought that he wasn't actually campaigning on what he believed in, but sure enough, he got in there, and he surprised me.
Okay, so let's talk to you about the important issue right now. Well, wait, important issue. The issue we're told is important, not
That's
gasoline
right.
prices. Let's talk about the January 6th commission, which started, I think, was last Thursday, prime time. So everyone could be distracted, in my opinion, be distracted from the important stuff like how bad inflation is.
Yep.
So what are your thoughts on this January 6th commission?
Well, of course, this has been going on for almost a year since they've started the commission. It's been a witch hunt on Donald Trump. The real goal of this isn't to expose the truth. The real plan of this is to prevent Donald Trump from running for president again in 2024. They want to continue to drag his name out there because it's easier for them to turn out the liberals if they bring up Donald Trump than if they took on the issues that we're talking about with the inflation and the prices on everything going up, and we're seeing that we don't have the oil, we don't have the resources anymore. So the Democrats are trying to deflect the attention away from themselves and deflect it right back onto Donald Trump.
Do you know that not a single police officer died as a result of January 6th? Are you aware
That's
of that?
right.
Yeah. But if you turned on the TV, you'd believe that this was disastrous or deaths involved in the January 6th riots.
That's right. You would think so. Just based on the reporting, you would think that this was an extremely violent event, but the reality of it is that 99% of the people that attended that protest were peaceful.
Yeah, here's where I'm at on this whole thing. We live in Minnesota. I mean, I don't want to say Minneapolis because, even before the rioting, I did not enjoy Minneapolis, right? I'm not a big city guy. I'm nothing wrong with Minneapolis per se. It's been run by Democrats, the left, for a long time. And it's a big city. I'm a kind of guy that likes Duluth, not Minneapolis, okay? But I'm close to Minneapolis. This studio is really close to Minneapolis. And we watched the summer chaos, right?
Right.
3rd Precinct burned down. We watched our governor, awful governor, Tim Walz, let that precinct fall to the ground. We watched deaths of our citizens in Minnesota happen under the rioting and the lawlessness. And we don't have any special commission looking into that. But somehow we have this special commission looking into people breaking into the people's house in Washington, D.C., and the people that were really, I guess, fearing for their lives were politicians. Not like homes and families and kids,
Right.
but politicians.
Yep. They never seem to care when it's the people that are affected by the rioting. They only care when they themselves are potentially in danger, when the looting and rioting of Minneapolis was an obvious example of Antifa and Black Lives Matter gone so far, and the Democratic politicians don't even want to admit that they exist. Instead, they want to continue to take on patriots and throw them in jail as political prisoners.
Do you think that there's some people that should be arrested in connection with January 6th that maybe are in the pro-Trump category?
You know, I'm sure that there's examples of people that actually physically entered into the Capitol building and destroyed documents, that destroyed things that were within the Capitol. There's obviously laws that you can't do things like that. But if you look at the video evidence of what was going on, people like Alex Jones were outside saying, "Do not go in the Capitol." There were federal agent provocateurs from the FBI. Tucker Carlson obviously explains this very well in his documentary Off the Rails. We see that these people were told by FBI provocateurs to enter into the Capitol. They were inducing people
You're
and
saying
encouraging
FBI
them.
provocateurs, like the FBI's hiring these people?
Right.
And do you have evidence for that?
Absolutely. I mean,
do?
all you have to do is Google it, and you'll see that there's videos of an FBI provocateur
You just literally told me to
encouraging
Google
people.
something. That's your evidence.
Well, there's a video out there. I don't have it right here with me, but the video is out there, and it is 100% proof that they were encouraging people to enter into the building, and the people that were actually there to protest what was going on knew that that was the message that the media was going to try to cast on to us.
See,
so
I'm
they
almost
knew
like
to stay
I
out.
almost feel like you're kind of putting that tinfoil hat on, loyal to the foil. I heard that term yesterday.
Yep.
But at the same point, I've seen some videos, and I know somebody that was prosecuted in Minnesota about entering the Capitol, and you can literally watch a video of her going, "Do not go in here. This is not our people. This is not what we do. These people are not one of us." And it's like, well, who are these people? Who are they referring to? It seems like there's a lot of evidence that those people, the provocateurs, I don't want to say it's by the FBI. It seems like you've researched this more than I have, but that there's some actors out there that are doing something that wasn't really the pro-Trump people.
Right. And Donald Trump's message himself was, after people had broken into the Capitol, his message was a video on Twitter that says, "Go home, be peaceful, you did your job." Donald Trump was never encouraging people to break into the Capitol, and Donald Trump was not even trying to overthrow an election. What Donald Trump was calling for, and what the people were calling for, was an investigation into the states where voter fraud was found, where unsolicited ballots were being sent to people, where they didn't ask for them, they didn't want them. There's dead people voting. There's more people on the voter files than people exist. There's a lot of questions to be asked, and instead of asking those questions, they're trying to figure out exactly why people were so upset. Well, if you would have had the original investigation, instead of the argument wasn't to not count those votes. The argument was to count the actual votes and have a real audit of the election.
All right, so Jesse, you're our America First guy. What's more important to you? Getting to the bottom of the January 6th event or gas prices rising?
That's a tough one, because we have to have a secure election. If we don't have secure elections, we don't have anything within our government. If they can install a puppet, which they've obviously tried to do, this is Joe Biden is China's best friend. China had, if there was no COVID, Donald Trump wins this election. Because if there was no COVID, the economy does great. If there was no COVID, they can't send unsolicited ballots to people. If there was no COVID, Joe Biden wouldn't be able to campaign from his basement. It would have forced Joe Biden to actually campaign, and Joe Biden can't do that.
By the way, we didn't chat before this
Right.
chat, but I'm kind of wondering if you know this. Do you know that Anthony Fauci just tested positive for COVID?
Oh, really? He takes every step, though. He takes every precaution. He takes every vaccine, and he still gets it?
Double masked, all that kind of stuff, boosted to the nth degree. And he's tested positive. He's having mild symptoms, by the way, which are higher than the symptoms I had for not being vaccinated or wearing a mask or any vaccine of any sort, not just boosted, but any of the vaccine schedules. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy,
I dropped that one on you. I don't think you knew that. Huh?
I didn't know about that. I heard Trudeau got it again, and that's
Trudeau's
too
got
bad.
a second case of
He's
it?
got a second case. So
When did that come out?
just a day or two ago. So him and Fauci have somebody they can talk to each other during this. They can.
I was not aware of that. Interesting. Those are like two peas in a pod.
Yep, they are.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, what I was actually asking you was, what's more important to you, the commission investigating January 6th, not investigating the election,
Right.
but the commission that we're being told is important, or the rising prices of gases?
Oh, of course, it's the rising gas prices.
Rising
It's the
prices of gas. I
rising
said rising prices of gases. Gasoline. Rising prices of
rising
gasoline.
prices of gas and the inflation of everything. It's definitely a bigger issue. And then when we have Nancy Pelosi, who creates this partisan commission and the only two Republicans on there are Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger. Well, they're not Republicans in the first place anyway. They don't stand by any conservative values, and they've totally abandoned their principles because of Donald Trump. They have been called out for the rhinos that they are. But you look at the other people, Benny Thompson, Adam Schiff, Jamie Raspin, every single one of them, they're these establishment tools. You would think that if Nancy Pelosi wants to really convince us, wouldn't she put out some people that we respect? But of course not. It's all of the partisans. It's all of the people who've been on the cable shows giving us the talking points all this entire time since January 6th or 1/6.
And you saw they had a teleprompter in front of them for the first interview or first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Session.
Everything. It's all a game. It's all a scam. They are reading from a teleprompter. They know exactly what they're going to say. They know what questions they're going to get. The whole thing's a scam. And even as a Politico, I try to watch it, but I get so bored because it's everything that you've already heard. There's nothing new. It's just they're trying to propagandize people into thinking that Donald Trump can't be put back into power.
Is he going to be put back into power? Is Donald Trump going to run, and is he going to win in 2024?
That's what I'm hoping for. I'll give my endorsement right here and right now to Donald Trump for 2024. I think that he's going to run. We don't know how soon. Could even be the 4th of July. That's the biggest rumor going around.
You're saying this 4th he's going to announce?
There's some rumors going around. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to see it happen, but I don't know. But we have Nancy Pelosi creating this 9/11 style investigation. That's what she called this commission, a 9/11 style commission. And like that's reassuring to anybody because it's not like the 9/11 commission was exactly truthful. So when we see what's going on and the amount of lies they're pulling, it's just important that we still have the ability to vote in whoever we want as citizens and that the politicians don't get to dictate that for us.
All right. Well, I appreciate what you have to say. I want to hear from you guys. Do you agree with Jesse? Do you think that Donald Trump should run again in 2024? And if he runs, will he win? So write that in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video.